Welcome to your channel. Today we will see the history of Islam from revelation to civilization. Don't forget subscribe and like the video.
Arabia before Islam, Jahiliyyah.
Long before the rise of Islam, the Arabian Peninsula was home to hundreds of tribes. The region was marked by constant tribal wars, idol worship, and deep social injustice. Women were often mistreated, slavery was widespread, and the rich exploited the poor. Mecca, however, was already a religious center, home to the Kaaba but filled with idols representing many gods. Yet even in this darkness, there were those who longed for truth. Among them, a young man named Muhammad.
The revelation begins 610 CE.
In the year 610, in a cave called Hira, near Mecca, Muhammad ibn Abdullah received a message that would change the course of history. The angel Jibril appeared and said, "Read. Read. Read in the name of your Lord who created." Muhammad was terrified but was comforted by his wife, Khadija, and soon learned that he had been chosen as the final messenger of God. The message was simple but revolutionary. There is only one God, Allah, and all humans are equal in His sight. Islam's early message focused on belief in one God, kindness to others, justice, and preparation for the hereafter.
The early struggle in Mecca, between 610 and 622.
The Meccan elite saw Islam as a threat to their power and traditions. Muslims were mocked, tortured, and even killed. But their faith only grew stronger. Among the first converts were Khadija, Abu Bakr, Ali ibn Abi Talib, and Bilal, a former slave who became a symbol of spiritual freedom. Eventually, the situation became unbearable. In 622, Muhammad and his followers made a daring escape to a city called Yathrib, later known as Medina.
Hijra and the rise of the Muslim state, between 622 and 632.
The migration to Medina marked the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, the Prophet united the warring tribes, created the first Muslim community, and established a constitution granting religious freedom to Jews and others. Soon, the Muslims had to defend themselves against attacks from the Meccans. Three key battles took place: Badr, where the Muslims miraculously won; Uhud, where they faced loss; and the Battle of the Trench, where they survived a massive siege. Despite the hardships, Islam spread quickly. In 630, Muhammad re-entered Mecca peacefully with an army of 10,000. He forgave his enemies and cleansed the Kaaba of idols.
The death of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and the rightly guided caliphs between 632 and 661.
In 632, the Prophet Muhammad passed away at the age of 63. The Muslim world mourned, but Abu Bakr, his closest friend, reminded them, "Whoever worshipped Muhammad, know that he is dead. But whoever worships Allah, know that he is ever living." The next 30 years are known as the Khilafat Rashidun, the time of the four rightly guided caliphs. Abu Bakr united Arabia and preserved the Quran in written form. Umar ibn al-Khattab led major expansions into the Persian and Byzantine empires and introduced a just administrative system. Uthman ibn Affan compiled the Quran into a single official copy. Ali ibn Abi Talib, the Prophet's cousin and son-in-law, dealt with civil strife and unrest. This was a time of incredible growth, but also early internal conflict, especially after the assassination of Uthman and the civil war between Ali and Muawiyah.
The Umayyad and Abbasid dynasties. between 661 and 1258.
The Umayyads moved the capital to Damascus and built a vast empire stretching from Spain to India. Then came the Abbasid dynasty, who shifted the capital to Baghdad, making it the intellectual heart of the world. During this golden age, Muslim scholars like Ibn Sina, Avicenna, Al-Khwarizmi, and Ibn al-Haytham advanced medicine, algebra, optics, and astronomy. Libraries flourished. Paper, science, and culture spread to Europe.
The Crusades, Mongols, and the fall of Baghdad, between 11th and 13th centuries.
Between the 11th and 13th centuries, the Muslim world faced major challenges. The Crusaders invaded from Europe, capturing Jerusalem. But leaders like Salahuddin Ayyubi reclaimed it with honor and justice. Then came the Mongols. In 1258, they destroyed Baghdad, killing hundreds of thousands and ending the Abbasid Caliphate. Yet even the Mongols eventually embraced Islam, showing its deep spiritual power.
The great Muslim empires, Ottomans, Mughals, Safavids.
Islam continued to thrive in other regions. The Ottoman Empire ruled from Istanbul and lasted over 600 years, preserving Islamic law and scholarship. The Mughals in India built stunning architecture like the Taj Mahal. The Safavids in Persia developed Islamic arts and identity. These empires made Islam global, from West Africa to Southeast Asia.
Al-Andalus, the light of Islam in Europe, between 711 and 1492.
In the year 711 CE, Muslim forces led by Tariq ibn Ziyad crossed the Strait of Gibraltar from North Africa into the Iberian Peninsula, present-day Spain and Portugal. The area they established became known as Al-Andalus. For centuries, Al-Andalus became a center of civilization in Europe, while the rest of the continent struggled through the Dark Ages. In cities like Córdoba, Seville, and Granada, Muslim scholars lived in peace. They built magnificent architecture like the Great Mosque of Córdoba and the Alhambra Palace in Granada. Science, poetry, philosophy, and medicine flourished. Great thinkers like Ibn Rushd, Averroes, and Maimonides lived in this golden age. Muslim Spain played a key role in transmitting ancient Greek knowledge to Europe, helping spark the European Renaissance. But by the late 15th century, the Christian Reconquista succeeded. In 1492, Granada, the last Muslim stronghold, fell. Muslims were expelled, and a long period of intolerance began.
The great Maghreb empires, North Africa, from 8th to 16th century.
While Al-Andalus shone in Europe, the Islamic empires of the Maghreb, meaning the west of the Islamic world, were also thriving. This included present-day Morocco, and parts of West Africa. One of the earliest was the Idrisid dynasty, 8th century, in Morocco, descendants of the Prophet Muhammad who helped spread Islam peacefully through the Berber tribes. Then came the powerful Almoravid dynasty, 11th century, a Berber empire that united Morocco, Mauritania, and parts of Spain. They were followed by the Almohads, known for their military strength and patronage of science and architecture. Cities like Fez and Marrakesh became centers of Islamic learning. The University of Al-Qarawiyyin in Fez, founded in 859 CE, is the world's oldest operating university. Yusuf ibn Tashfin, leader of the Almoravids, who entered Al-Andalus to defend Islam. The Qutubiyya Mosque in Marrakesh was the center of civilization. Promotion of fiqh. logic, and mathematics in the Maghreb. The Maghreb empires not only defended Islamic rule in Al-Andalus, but also spread Islam deep into sub-Saharan Africa, establishing trade routes and Islamic scholarship that still influence West Africa today.
Islam in the modern era, from 1800 to today.
In the modern era, the Muslim world faced colonization, revolutions, and reforms. Despite challenges, Islam spread across the globe through trade, migration, and peaceful invitation. Today, over 1.9 billion Muslims live in every part of the world, from Indonesia and Senegal to the UK and the Americas. Islam continues to grow as a faith of peace, knowledge, and spiritual strength.
A civilization of faith and knowledge.
Islam is not only a religion, but a global civilization rooted in faith, reason, and justice. Its message is simple: worship one God, do good, seek knowledge, and live with compassion. And its history is proof that faith can shape the world. Thanks for watching.